Move over, cute girls doing cute things. I'm here for cute boys doing radical things. With a side of cute things too. SK8 The Infinity, one of the more underrated anime from the winter 2021 season, which was absolutely stacked. There wasn't really a lot of hype around it from what I experienced, considering that was the season that had Attack on Titan, Mushoku Tensei, Dr. Stone, and ReZero all making solid comebacks. Coupled with the fact that SK8 The Infinity, SK8 for short, was an anime original with no prior source, meant nobody knew what to expect from it. And oh boy did it blow away expectations for those who actually sat down to watch it. SK8 was doing something very unique. An anime about skateboarding. We don't get a lot of that. The closest I can think of would be air gear, and I guess rocket power. So it was definitely on the radar of a lot of people, especially skaters. I'm no skater, but I appreciate the sport, so I definitely kept up with it. And while I was watching, I was overcome with the strong urge to get into the sport too. It became a mild obsession for me, and still kind of is. But then there was something else. The message behind SK8 was one that strongly resonated with me in a way no other anime that covered that subject matter had done before. SK8 The Infinity is all about passion, having fun, and what it means to have fun. Okay, so here's a quick refresher on the anime. Every night at a super secret location, all the punks and cool kids gather around for a secret event called S. A super intense downhill skateboard race between two people where anything goes. It's dangerous, very fast, and very, very radical. Do people still use that word? Pretty much all the skaters go there. And that includes our main character, Reki. Reki, like many of the main characters in a world where there's a hyper focus on that one niche, is absolutely obsessed with skateboarding. He's like one of those people that make that one thing their whole personality, but he's pretty chill about it. One day while in school, he meets a new exchange student, Langa, who transferred from Japan from Canada. Langa's been kind of bummed out since he moved to Japan because, well, he's a snowboarder and this particular region, Okinawa, doesn't snow. So thanks to some shenanigans, Reki introduces Langa to skateboarding and the two of them become best bros as Reki teaches Langa how to skateboard and discover the true joys of skateboarding. In the mix of it all are the other skater bros and equally best boys. Cherry, the suave and aloof AI skater who uses a high-tech board to make precise moves. Joe, the big buff womanizing Chad who uses his pure muscles to pull off sick moves, always butting heads with Cherry. Mia, the cutesy gamer catboy gremlin, light on his feet, able to pull off tons of cool and complex moves. Shadow, the cosplaying punk who acts all tough and brute but is actually a sweet guy. He loves to use special moves, which are just party stuff to distract his opponents and gain the upper hand. And Adam, our antagonist, and the most charismatic man in the entire show. A hill I will die on. He's flamboyant, over the top and extreme in everything he does. Dubbed the Matador of Love, he brings an intensity to the field in a way no other skater does. Just watching him on screen is enough to put a smile on your face. All these good boys skate for different reasons, but at the heart of it all is to have fun. Well, not at first though. And while skating is the main hook of the anime, it also does an excellent job providing us with a really engaging character drama that just tugs at your heartstrings towards the end. SK8 does something different from the whole "we are obsessed with this niche everyone is into" trope. I don't know what it's actually called, so we'll just go with that. And it shows through all the characters, but in this video we'll focus on 3. Reki, Langa, and Adam. All 3 of them bring pretty interesting perspectives on passion and what it means to have fun, and they all develop into really interesting ways too. Let's kick things off with Reki. Between he and Langa, Reki is the more fun and energetic type between the two. He's always eager to show off his love for skateboarding and the culture around it. It's his passion. Not only does he love to skate, but he loves to build skateboards too. He's the one most into it out of all the 3. It's adorable seeing him ramble on about skateboarding, but Reki just uses his all smiles demeanor to hide a lot of things he feels. He's pretty insecure about his skateboarding skills. You see small hints of this near the beginning of the series when he's teaching Langa how to skate and watching him rapidly get better. On the surface, he's super happy for him, but deep down he's bummed out that Langa took a much shorter time to learn the tricks that took him months to master. It's frustrating as he watches the guy he's teaching catch up to him and then completely surpass him in just a couple of months. completely forgetting the fact that Langa had prior experience with snowboarding, which he's been doing since he was like 4. It's this frustration that begins to confirm every doubt Reki had in his mind up until this point. He wasn't great at skateboarding compared to Langa and the others. They were on a completely different world. This also creates friction between he and Langa. Reki genuinely loves skateboarding. There isn't a bigger skateboarding freak around than he is, but the moment he starts to feel insecure about his skills, he stops having fun. His jealousy of Langa causes him to lose sight of what makes skateboarding fun to him. Is it only fun when he feels good about himself? Or is it only fun when he likes winning? Rather than use these to push him to get even better, he goes the opposite, causing him to wonder if he really does love skating after all. This is a surprisingly very human depiction of frustration. It's something I can relate to because I've been down that exact same path. There's tons of hobbies and passions I've dropped simply because I wasn't good at it or didn't look good enough compared to others. It's frustrating when you see that no matter how much effort you seem to be putting in, you just can't seem to catch up to others. Yeah, we as humans can be pretty hard on ourselves, and that's what Reki goes through. It also doesn't help that people begin to talk smack about him when Langa starts rising in popularity, adding to his inferiority complex. To make things even worse, when Reki challenges Adam to a battle and gets floored by him, it traumatizes him. But then when Langa does battle with Adam and is able to actually keep up and even outmaneuver him, doing what Reki couldn't, it just feeds to his ever increasing shitty feeling. But how does he overcome this and rediscover his love for skateboarding? He realizes that it doesn't matter if he's talented or not. It's something he loves to do. The sensation and feeling he gets from skateboarding is one of a kind, and that's something he never wants to give up on. He does it because it's fun, and despite the fact that he may not be as great as the others, he still wants to be part of the skating scene however he can. It's a kind of fun he wants to share with others, and there's nobody he'd love to share it more than with Langa. It's simple, yeah, but the great thing about Reki's character is how simple he is, and how simple his idea of fun is. Langa on the other hand is a tad bit more complex compared to Reki. When the series starts, Langa is dealing with a bit of depression, having moved to Okinawa, Japan from Canada. He's bummed out that he's no longer able to snowboard since it doesn't snow in Okinawa. He's also dealing with the loss of his dad who he used to snowboard with growing up. So when his dad passed away, he pretty much stopped snowboarding. It felt hollow to him. That is until he met Reki, who introduced him to skateboarding. This period really lights the fire in him again, discovering a new passion for the sport. But there's a bit of something extra for Langa. He's sort of a thrill seeker. Langa enjoys skateboarding because it gets his heart pumping, literally and figuratively. He loves the excitement and adrenaline that comes with facing people more skilled than he is, accepting challenges without a second thought because it's fun going up against tougher opponents, so that he can see just how much he measures up to others and how he can push himself even further to get better. However, there's more to it. For Langa, his fun comes from sharing that passion with someone else, regardless of if it's together or against each other. To him, it's fun going up against tougher opponents because they share the same sentiments with him, all having the equal love of skating deep down no matter how serious they take it. But that's when his conflict with Reki comes in. After Reki got completely demolished by Adam, Langa saw just how great of a skater Adam really was, and this just made him want to challenge Adam even more. Despite watching Adam severely injure his best friend, he still wanted to go up against him. He wasn't even doing it to get revenge for Reki or anything like that. Seeing Adam's display got him even more excited to battle him. It's rather selfish and a pretty interesting character flaw. And when he does go up to do battle with Adam, the same man who absolutely terrified Reki, Langa is ecstatic, enjoying every bit of the race and the terror that comes with it, truly living on the edge. And after that battle, all he wants is more, to chase that feeling again. This is what creates conflict between the boys, leading Reki to keep his distance from Langa. And this is when Langa begins to feel hollow again. As he skates, it doesn't feel fun anymore. It's not getting his heart pumping. He still skates, but he doesn't really enjoy it. This is when he realizes that it's not the thrill and excitement that brings him fun. It's sharing that fun with someone who feels the same way. And to him, the person he really wants to share his love for skateboarding with is none other than Reki. And when they do make up, he starts to feel passion again. It's the same thing that happened when the loss of his dad caused him to stop snowboarding. He didn't have anyone to share that passion with anymore, so it stopped being fun and he pretty much just quit. Langa is the type of guy who's always ready to have fun with the boys, and I really get that because I'm the same. I'm a huge fan of the Borderlands series. It's a series I hold super close to my heart, but I can't play those games alone. The games are just infinitely better playing with friends. I've made lots of core memories with my friends playing those games, and we always go back to Borderlands 2 every now and then, and that's how we have fun. It's the same with Langa. Yeah, he enjoys skateboarding solo, but he enjoys it even more when he's doing it with the people he loves. That's how he has fun. It's a stark contrast to Adam. Langa and Adam are two sides of the same coin. They both face the same problem, but Adam takes a more extreme approach to having fun, or in his case, the lack thereof. Adam is quite a flamboyant egomaniac, which you could say stems from his childhood trauma. This man is in serious need of some therapy and a big hug. To Adam, ever since he was a kid, skateboarding has been a form of escapism for him. It was through skateboarding that he made his first friend who also taught him the sport, and that was his one source of true fun as a kid growing up in a stuck-up rich environment. So since he's been skateboarding ever since he was a kid, he is like really skilled at it. And it was through skateboarding he met Cherry and Joe in their teenage years, becoming a trio of delinquents. But then somewhere along the line, he gets his skateboard taken away from him. I believe this is the catalyst that caused him to create the persona that is Adam. Oh, I should probably add that his real name is Inosuke. Thanks to Adam's crazy skills, he goes on to challenge more and more skateboarders and wins every time, pretty much becoming the best of the best. And with nobody left to challenge him, he gets lonely at the top, which leaves him absolutely bored with everything, even distancing himself from his best friends at that time. It's pretty sad. Yeah, it's another one of those anime tropes we're quite used to, where the strongest around wants nothing but a challenge, so he goes around fighting people and stuff. But in Adam's case, he doesn't even begin to look for other people to challenge. He just stays there, bored, uninterested in everything. That is, until he sees Langa, and that's when he straight up becomes obsessed. Adam instantly sees the potential in Langa and wants nothing more than to challenge him, to give him the excitement and passion he believes he can only get from Langa. That's some hard projecting, if I do say so myself. Then again, the two are drawn to each other since they both want the same thing. I just gotta hammer down that Adam uses skateboarding as a form of escapism. With the super rich lifestyle he lives, pressure to get into politics and all those adulting stuff, he uses skateboarding as a way to blow off steam, to let loose and be himself, hence why he puts on that mask. It's symbolic and stuff. But the thing is, while he uses it as a form of escapism, it also frustrates him as he doesn't deem many of the skaters that show up to be worth his time, so he rarely ever makes an actual appearance at the arena. Even the friends he grew up with don't interest him. He wants the same thing as Langa, someone to share his fun with. But rather than try to open up his mind and heart to new people, he wants to bring someone into the loneliness he feels so that they can be lonely together and race to their heart's content. But that's the thing, it's flawed. That right there is stagnation. Adam doesn't realize it, but what he really wants are friends. Friends to share his love for skateboarding with. The same friends he pushed away because they couldn't give him that one specific type of fun he wanted. It skews his perception on what friends are. Are they only friends if you can have fun with them? When they can no longer keep up with you, do you leave them behind? Well, to Adam, he does, which is why he avoids challenges from Cherry and Joe, simply because they aren't fun. And you can feel this when he finally does race against Cherry. When he races against Cherry, he's silent and doesn't even bother to show off his flamboyance because it's not worth it. And I have to say, I agree with him. Cherry is boring. Now Cherry stands, before you give me a thesis on why he's the bestest boy, I'm not saying he's an awful character. I'm just saying as a skater, he's pretty boring. To the uninformed, he skates with a very impractical high-tech skateboard equipped with an AI that does things like calculate distance, time, and air resistance that can even change forms. Yeah, realism out of the window for this one. But the problem is, before he can make any big moves, he consults his AI that gives him precise results, and it's pretty annoying hearing him constantly talk to it. These super precise results make his moves really predictable. Something that bores Adam to no end, which leads him to end Cherry's beautiful face. It's that wild and unpredictable nature that allures Adam to Langa. And when they finally face off for reals, it's the most intense race in the whole anime. Adam has incredibly high expectations of Langa. expectations he's sure Langa will meet. To show you just how highly he thinks of Langa, he even gets a final boss appearance to go with the race. He pushes Langa to the limit, trying to get him to his full potential, and he actually does. He draws Langa into the zone. Side note, I love how anime always depicts the zone as some otherworldly state with heightened abilities. To him, the zone is where Langa can truly understand him. But it's not. Langa can't stay with him in the zone for too long, and he realizes just how lonely he is after all. Adam is what Langa would have been if all he ever did was chase the thrill instead of trying to share that fun with others. Thankfully, our good boy Langa pulls him out of that toxic mindset and shows him just how fun skating can be once again. Adorable. Skate doesn't bring anything entirely new that we haven't seen in other forms of media before. One could say it's just another iteration of the power of friendship. It's got a very simple message behind it, but it presents that message in such a good and genuine way that it feels fresh. Skate tells you to just enjoy things for what they are, either alone or with good company. It tells you that if you're passionate about something, there's no way it'll ever be boring to you. You might even say it's a source of infinite fun to you, because we all need fun things to do. Hell, that's what makes us human. And sure, we've got lots of things we no longer find fun anymore. That's totally fine. So long as you genuinely enjoyed it when you did, that's all that matters. Heck, maybe you suddenly feel the urge to go pick up that one thing you found fun before, to which I say, go for it. I for one am on my way to go learn skateboarding. Wish me luck. And that's it for this video. I just want to use this little bit of watch time left to thank you guys for the amazing support you've been giving me. I'm still in disbelief at almost making it to 3,000 subscribers in the span of 1 month. It's really crazy, but it's only served to motivate me even more and to keep putting out content that I hope you all will enjoy. So thanks for sticking around. As always, this has been your very favorite slice of bread, signing off. Stay toasty, everybody.